The Big Show with Night and Day. Pick up a Night and Day Milk Bar card and get your 6th shake for free.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon, the 11th of March 2024, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Actually, that was pretty good, Keyzie.
Thank you.
You do quite a good treble, I've noticed.
Is that the higher part, like the falsetto?
Yeah, the falsetto, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because my talking voice is so low.
Well, I wouldn't say that either. But no, listen, great to have your company this Monday afternoon. We're a man down today, Mogi. I think there's some commitments in Wellington or something like that, Keyzie?
He's currently on a flight heading back to Auckland. It doesn't land in time for the big show, so we'll soldier on without him, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Fortunately, a lot of big stuff happening. For example, the Test cricket's just wrapped up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have to get into that next.
Totally, mate, and I'm completely devastated. I've been kind of disappointed with this whole Aussie tour, and I felt today that maybe, just maybe, Keyzie would make amends. But tragedy, we've lost the test match. So we want to give you, the listeners, the chance to cleanse yourselves, to purge yourselves of your rage and your pain and your anger on 3483. Let us know how you feel about that. And look, for all money, like we're going to run away with this test match and save our summer, but no, it wasn't to be. And in actual fact, it's going to be quite a big sporting show, actually, because, boy, don't get me started on the Wars.
Well, the Warriors, of course, will be getting deep into that chat, don't you worry. And for the first time, I know Angie and Greg have already done it today, but we'll be putting people in the draw to potentially join us in Brisbane for Magic Round, thanks to boystrip.co.nz. So plenty more chances to win that. Stay ready, and when you hear us put the old call out, 0800 Hodaki's the number.
Also a bit of Oscars chat, Keyzie.
Yeah.
You know, the Oscars happening at the moment, and old Hoodie Jay's got a few stories about the Oscars, which maybe people don't know about. But as always, text us 3483 or send us a talkback on the iHeartRadio app, or give us a call on 0800 Hodaki. Everyone that does that goes in the draw for a $50 Night and Day voucher. Purge yourselves. Tell us how you feel about this loss to Australia.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, the exponents there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 12 minutes past 4 o'clock. If you're just joining us, Australia just taking us out there in the second test, winning by 3 wickets. And I am absolutely livid.
Right, is this sports?
I am done, Keyzie. No, I'm not. I'm just really, really gutted, man. We were waiting for the Australians. It was going to be the highlight of our summer, and it's been massively disappointing. Today, Hoity J woke up fully aroused and ready to go. A feeling in my testicles like victory was just around the corner. But no, Kerry, who's been out of form for decades, for weeks and months and years, decides to come into form today of all days and hit 98 not out. I am livid, Keyzie.
Oh, there, Jase, mate. A lot of people on 3483 in your corner.
Yes.
This one here, was there cricket on? Classic. The Black Caps losing is all Keyzie's fault.
Yes.
I don't feel rage, just pain and sadness, deep sadness. What about this one here? Fire Stead, drop Southey, make Darryl Mitchell captain, untear the Wagner, give Ben Sears a knighthood.
I think that's earned a $50 Night and Day voucher.
Really?
Right there.
There you go.
You see, if I look at New Zealand cricket now, we need changes, Keyzie. We need some innovation. We need some different thinking. You can't go past Hoity J. Get me in the selectors. Get me having a bit of input into this side. I guarantee you I'll turn this team around in 4 years. 4 years, Keyzie, and I'll turn this team around. No, but in all seriousness, at least the fellas showed some fight in this test match, because after the first innings it looked like she was all done and dusted. We were going to get handed another hiding. Didn't turn out that way. We fought back really well, but it makes it even more spewy in the mouth, the fact that we just got pipped at the post again when it looked like today was going to be our day.
Obviously this is the end of the summer of cricket, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there is that too.
So this is the last thing you're going to be thinking about. Is it the sort of thing that makes you fizzed up in the later months once it's coming back again, or does it make you just think, oh, stuff it all, why do I even bother?
Well, I tell you what, the players will be absolutely devastated. And it'll be one of those things where they'll go away, they'll have a break now, but it'll just be nagging the entire time. You know what I mean? And we've got a big sporting show ahead, actually, because there was Joseph Parker's fight, there was the Wars, there was the Super Rugby as well. But this hurts, man. This hurts me bad.
Do you reckon it hurts you bad because it's Australia and it's like test matches and we lost the first one and it was quite bad, and then after 5 days we lost this one again?
Yes, well, this is the thing we talk about, that New Zealand has this real block against Australia.
We do.
We have this real mental block against them, and this just proves it further. We had them by the scruff of the neck again, and we couldn't nail the coffin down, Keyzie, and that's what makes it that much more painful.
Well, that's cricket's...
No, don't say that.
What?
It's shithouse, Keyzie, is what it is. Don't get all philosophical on me, Keyzie.
Jase, I was going to say that's...
It's terrible. It's made me depressed.
Jase,
I don't even want to do the show anymore. I just want to go home.
That's how I feel every day, Jase. All right, welcome to my world. What I was going to say is that's cricket chat done. We'll tie a knot in it. We'll say, all right, that's it done. We're disappointed now.
Flush the dunny.
And now it's time for people on 3483 or using talkbacks on the iHeartRadio app, or call us on 0800 Hodaki. Let's chat about the Warriors' performance. Friday night
just goes from bad to worse.
Opening game. How are you feeling? Are you upset? Are you annoyed? Or are you feeling positive? Give us a text or get in touch.
And did Keyzie's commentary curse us?
No, let's not start that as a thing. Oh, God. But do get in touch. You can get yourself a $50 night and day voucher.
Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Someone's asked, where's Mogi? He's away today, but the good news is he'll be back tomorrow. But if you do see him out and about on 3483, let us know, because we're not entirely sure where he is at this point.
I heard he was going to Wellington. That's what he told us Friday.
Yes.
But I haven't heard... nor seen nor heard anything of him.
Yeah, since then. Yeah, I'm a bit suspicious. Hey, but in the meantime, it's time for this.
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to? Oh, I tell you what.
Yeah, before you get into that, actually, sorry, Keyzie, we've got Dan from Auckland on the line. Dan, you mad bastard, how's life?
Oh, good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Dan. Good. You want to do a bit of Warriors chat, I understand. How are you feeling? You there, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame.
No, we're going to have to ditch him there. I don't quite know. He sounded like a young fella.
Well, if you want, Jase...
He sounded like he was in a cry, Keyzie.
If you want, Jase, I could just do some Warriors chat for you.
Yeah, well, I've got my own analysis, so you start us off, Keyzie.
Interested to hear yours, actually. So, look, round one, the opening 20 minutes of that rugby league game, I was like, that's it, we are going to the premiership. We were... chasing all the kicks. We were suffocating them in their own end. Our middles were getting so many metres. Wade Egan was scooping it up, looking one way, throwing the other. And the Warriors were just clicking. And I was like, wow, this is the most amazing start to a season I've ever seen. It was the best footy played by any team all the weekend, that opening 20. And then it seemed like we ran out of gas or something. I know Wade Egan came off. Lussick, the reserve hooker, came on to preserve Egan because he's quite injury prone and actually is now injured. Jase injured his hand, but you'll know that because you watched it.
Yes.
And it just seemed as soon as we took our main go-forward guys off, your Adam Fanua-Blakes, we brought our bench forwards on and we just lost a bit of that go-forward. Whatever Craig Fitzgibbon said to the Sharkies at halftime completely turned them around. They are one of the best teams in the comp. They are a genuine top 4 chance team. That's how good the Sharks are. We made them look like a bottom 4 team for the first 20. Ran out of gas. I don't know whether it's fitness. I don't know if we got complacent. Webster summed it up well when he said we started playing the moment and trying to rely on a big hero play to get that win at the end.
Yes.
Instead of just going through our processes and playing clinical like we did last year.
Can I liken the Warriors' performance to your lovemaking, Keyzie? In the sense that it's showing, it's quick and fast at the beginning. It's all glamour with a disappointing end. I wonder if...
Right.
Because it was a full house, wasn't it?
Oh, and the next game sold out as well.
Was it a case of being overstimulated at the start and, as you say, running out of gas?
Well, It's hard to say because all the Warriors look in great nick. So you've got a packed house, there's fireworks scaring the crap out of everyone. It was so loud and so awesome. You've got Adam Keyzie running through scoring, going, I don't know what's up with that. You've got Metcalf scoring an amazing try and calling the phone and hanging it up, and everyone was electric. And then it just disappeared. We started doing these weird end of set, like grubbers and not chasing through. It was just really weird.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, mate,
what was your thoughts?
I'm done and dusted with the Warriors.
No,
That's it
hang
for
on.
me. I mean, year after year after year, you will not get a bigger Warrior supporter than old Hoodie Jay.
Jase, don't even.
I bleed blue, mate. When you cut me, Keyzie, I bleed blue. And I was massively disappointed with that.
What?
I was more disappointed with the Warriors than I was with the New Zealand cricketers.
Okay, I don't believe that. But who was probably your standout player of the match?
Oh, look, I think Metcalf is a player of real
he did
ability.
one thing.
He
did one small thing, Jase.
Real potential, but he's just got to learn a little bit more. He's still young in his career. And I had a chat to Webby over the weekend and said, how's the fitness levels? Because that's concerning me a little bit as
Right.
well. So we'll see.
Okay.
It's just the start.
How do you think Tane Tuopiki went filling in at fullback? Because I thought he was great.
Did you?
Yeah, what did you think?
Well, he wasn't at fullback.
No, he was, Jase. That wasn't a trip up at all. He played at
damn it.
fullback. He did play fullback for the injured Chancellor Kukluksta.
No, I did see bits and pieces of it. I had other stuff going on at the time, Keyzie. I got to be honest with you.
That's
but
fair
no,
enough.
look, I think it's awesome that the Warriors have the support behind them. I looked at the crowd and it looked amazing.
It was amazing.
And from what I heard of your commentary, mate, bloody good job, Keyzie.
Thanks, man.
Jeez, you did a good job.
Thank you.
It's so good.
Thanks, mate. And we will be commentating every single Warriors game on Sky Sport 9 this year, which is great. Hey, so that's bad news about the Warriors out of the way. Up next, some amazing NRL news with the first people ever put in the draw to possibly join me, Jase, Mogi and Pugs
For the Magic Round?
in Brisbane for Magic Round.
Yes, so good, mate. Are you not going to do Keysie's Yummy Boy of the Week?
Okay, well, I suppose we can do Keyzie's Yummy Boy of the Week.
He's Yummy Boy of the Week.
Yummy.
Adam Keyzie. All right, get ready to call 0800 Hodaki. You could be joining us in Brisbane.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Call now to get in the draw to join the Big Show in Brizzy for the NRL Magic Round. 0800 Hodaki.
Look at that, Keyzie Dadoosh. People obviously very, very keen indeed on this trip. I'm looking forward to it, man. In all seriousness, and I'm not massively into league, but I'm very excited at the prospect of going to Brisbane and watching some actual live league. It'll be good times.
It will be good times. If you don't know what Magic Round is, it is basically the greatest weekend ever brainstormed by anyone. Whoever came up with the idea is an absolute genius. It is 16 out of the 17 teams playing all 8 games of the round in Brisbane at Suncorp Stadium, the spiritual home of rugby league. It is all thanks to boystrip.co.nz. So we have a package deal to give away. It includes flights, hotels, tickets and transfers, you and a mate. And this time, to make it different, it's you and a mate joining me, Hoity J, Mogi and Pug Son in Brisbane.
Well, I had to say to our mates at
Boys Trip, yeah.
Boys Trip that look, we're all keen leagueies. There's no way you're giving this trip away without me, Keyzie, and Mogi and Pugsan coming along.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what people don't know too about the Big Show is that Pugsan is actually the biggest leaguey of us all, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a freak. Honestly, he watches every single game.
Rick, you mad bastard. How's life?
It's going pretty swell, thanks, Hoodie J.
That's good, man. That's good. Hey, did you watch the Wires over the weekend?
I did. I actually dozed off after the first 20, so I saw a bloody good game for the Wires. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, you would have seen the greatest game you've ever watched. That opening 20 was bloody ripper. Hey, Rick, you're a massive rugby league fan, mate?
Oh, I love a bit of rugby league.
Yeah,
Good stuff. And who would you bring with you, knowing that we're all going to be there as well, mate?
I probably have to bring the best mate.
Oh,
I was ready to yell, my wife there, but he said best mate. All right, well, guess what, Rick? You're in the draw, mate.
good on
lovely.
you. Good on you, Rick. Well, I mean, what are you saying, Keyzie? I mean, my best mate is my wife.
No, I know.
Are you trying to suggest that Rick's best mate isn't his wife?
Well, he didn't say my wife is all. I was just ready to yell it.
Right. Brian, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, good, thanks yourself.
Yeah, good, thanks, man. What did you think of the game, Brian?
Oh, yeah, pretty much like what Keyzie said.
Yeah.
Started well.
See how I capture the voice of the nation, Jase? Do you see that?
Yeah, I do. What did you think of Keyzie's commentary there, Brian?
Well, there's always room for improvement, isn't there?
Yeah, see, Brian sounds like he might be drunk, actually. I'm not
Actually,
sure about Brian.
I reckon Brian sounds like a good bastard. Who would you bring with you, Brian?
Oh, can I say my wife?
Yeah, you might. Good on you, mate.
Good on you, Brian.
That's
You're in the
another
draw.
tit for you, Brian, your backbone. Lawrence, how's life?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What did you think of the game?
Just moved house, mate, and the Wi-Fi was playing up.
Oh, that's all good, though, Lawrence, man. You like rugby league, though?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Hell yeah, definitely. If you won this amazing prize to go to Brizzy with the big show and watch Magic Round, mate, who would you take with you?
Probably my beautiful partner, Keyzie.
Oh,
My partner? Good stuff, Lawrence, mate. You're in the draw, all right?
Beauty. Thanks, mate.
good on you, mate. I tell you what, Keyzie, these phone lines are going crazy. People are into this big time.
They are massively into it. It is a huge trip, thanks to boystrip.co.nz. Don't forget you can actually purchase your own package and come on the same trip with all of us. Just go to boystrip.co.nz and guarantee a spot. But we're going to have plenty of chances to get people in the draw, so if you missed out today, do not fret.
Yeah, man.
Just stay listening and get ready to call 0800 Hodaki.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Thanks,
this is
Jase.
a tune. This is a tune. Underworld.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Stone Temple Pilots here on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Hey, plenty going on after 5 o'clock. Of course, it's Oscars today, so we'll be having a bit of Oscars chat. Also, Sharpest Tool in the Shed, your chance to win a Hikoki power tool.
That's right. We'll be doing that at around about 5:30, so give us a ring on 0800 Hodaki when you hear us put the call out. Plus, I played some sport, Jase, with my lovely partner over the weekend.
Yes.
Things got heated, and I think I've put together a wee list of sports you should play with your partner and sports you shouldn't,
Yes.
just to avoid those dicey
Well,
situations.
you were saying off air she got in a hurry of a
No, I didn't. More after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your Monday tickety-boo. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. No Mogi today. He'll be back tomorrow. That's the good news. And I tell you what, Keyzie, I'm still hurting about that cricket.
Oh, yeah, the Black Caps lost.
I'm filthy.
Yeah, the Test lost just before.
It's put me in a quite depressed mood, to be honest.
I think, and rightly so, Jase. At least, the Warriors losing the opening round of the season for me. I mean, that was a bit cutting, but it was still, there was signs of promise there.
Sure.
Whereas this is the summer's over. This is the last taste left in your
We
mouth.
lost every single game we played against, and we
Yes.
got an absolute arse smacking.
And it's Australia.
Yeah,
so-
which makes it really nauseating. Can I just say a big happy birthday to your mum today, by the way?
Oh, it is her birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot about that.
I'm looking forward to the dinner tonight and catching up, and it's going to be great.
Are we doing a dinner?
Wow, has she not mentioned it to you?
No, just because I thought they were away on a little trip, her and Dad.
Oh no, they're up in Auckland.
Oh, did they come to Auckland?
Yeah. Yeah, so Mon and Don are coming out with me.
Oh, sweet.
As I say, I'm a top radio DJ, and don't forget my dog squad money. So I said, team, it's on me, fellas.
Well, heck, my mum will appreciate you calling her fellas.
She loves it.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's room for me to tag along?
Oh, no, it's just table for 4 because my wife's coming as well.
Right, okay.
So we're going Indian hot tonight because Mon and Don apparently like it Indian hot.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking you're getting them their wires crossed because they cannot handle any heat whatsoever.
Oh, it's almost like we're talking about two different people
yeah, we
here,
must
Keyzie.
be. Hey, oh, that's weird.
Hey, now listen.
Sorry. Happy birthday, Mum, though. I hope you're not listening.
Why?
Just because. Happy birthday. Love you. Anyway, what were you going to say, Jase?
Yeah, love you, Mon.
Jase?
It's Oscars today, so we'll get into a bit of Oscar chat next.
Actually, I've got a question for you around the Oscars because
sure,
you're an
man.
actor, eh?
I sure am, Keyzie.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I've got just a question around that.
No worries, mate.
You acting and...
Fill your boots.
Yeah, well...
Here's news.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Split ends there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 12 minutes past 5 o'clock. Oscars Day, Keyzie. You fired up? You excited? You aroused, Keyzie?
Jace, I know you're an actor, and
Yes.
so is Mogi. He's not here today, but back tomorrow.
Well, he's a part-time actor. I was
Yeah.
full-time for a long time. I'd call him more of a part-time. But yes, I take your point.
But did you ever win New Zealand's Best Actor like he did in 2019?
Yes, I did.
Really?
Yeah, but I turned it down.
Ah,
yeah.
Of course.
Twice, in fact.
So, I don't know. For me, I don't give a crap about the Oscars. I don't care.
Sure.
That's just me. For you, how do you feel? Is it like your favourite day of the year?
Oh, look, I miss not going, to be honest. And, it's always a good party. I don't know if you've seen our Instagram account tonight or today, Keyzie. $288,000 gift bags that they give away. So, it's always good. You score some good stuff. Plenty of cheese balls in those too.
Yeah, I did see that, actually. Amazing the stuff they chuck in those little gift bags. iPads and stuff I've even heard too, which is pretty cool. But so I look at the list of even the best film or whatever. I don't really care. I just go, oh yeah, maybe I'll watch that one day. I'm not too phased.
Sure.
Ones that grabbed my attention, best live action short film, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Best sound, Zone of Interest. Won best sound. Best production design, Poor Things. Won that. Best original score, actually, Oppenheimer won this. And Oppenheimer, in all seriousness, Jase, dominated the Oscars.
Yeah, 7 Oscars. I was wondering when we're going to get to the sexy stuff.
Yeah, the actual
like
sexy
best
stuff.
film, best actor, best actress.
Best picture, Oppenheimer won that. And then best actor in a leading role, that was Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer as well. Then best actor in a supporting role, Robert Downey Jr. He was a supporting actor in Oppenheimer. I have seen it, right?
Yes.
And I watched it IMAX. I walked away and I was like, that was a pretty entertaining movie. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, that is the best movie I've seen in a year.
I've heard a lot of people, I haven't actually seen it, say that it's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's a really good, entertaining, historical flick, and it's really well shot, blah, blah, blah. I did not think, wow, his performance or whatever.
Right.
Cillian Murphy, obviously, he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, but then again, Keyzie, I wouldn't necessarily, make a judgment on your judgment, performance and stuff like that.
Oh, no, I can spot a bad performance when I see one.
I can't see the people from the Oscars giving you a call and going, Keyzie, what did you think of old blah, blah, blah's performance?
No, but I can spot a real terrible one. Like, what was I watching the other night? I think it was 7 Periods of Mr. Gormsby.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw a shocker of a performance on that.
Yeah. But what was the character, can you remember?
Steve from HR? No, what was it?
Steve from Guidance.
Guidance, that's right. Yeah. But the thing I'm getting at is I did see that movie, and I don't really agree with it being the best.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, as I say, I haven't seen any of the nominated movies, actually, so that'll be on my to-do list.
So you wouldn't have seen Poor Things, which swept up as well. Emma Stone won Best Actress in that.
No,
you didn't see that. The Holdovers, Davine Joy Randolph won that for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. You seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Best Director,
to be honest
Christopher
with
Nolan.
you, Keyzie, I don't even know why we're having this conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't give two about the Oscars.
Right. Well, actually, one question I've always wanted to ask is obviously you and Mike are actors, mostly Mike, as you said. Oh, no, you said you were mostly the actor.
Yeah,
right?
mostly me, yeah.
Like, how come I've never heard about you actually going to the Oscars or like even being nominated for anything at the Oscars. I thought as actors, especially the way you guys carry yourselves, you give off big Oscar vibes.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah. So have you even been?
Yeah, totally I've been.
Right.
I had an incident on the red carpet because you know what people are like to dress up for the Oscars.
Yeah.
I turned up just completely covered in Glad wrap.
Right.
Which caused a bit of a sensation at the time. You can imagine my downstairs squashed against my body. It was quite a sight, Keyzie,
Right.
and the cameras were going crazy.
Yeah, right.
And so I wasn't invited back after that.
Right. And
There's nothing like a squished fatos and bullos against your body with Glad wrap to really make people question themselves.
Right. And why did you do that?
Oh, I was just trying to be a bit different, you know what I mean? I was making a statement about all this glamour and glitz. I'm not into it.
Right.
I was going to go nude like...
John Cena.
Not John Cena, but I thought that was a step too far.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to go nude. Yeah. Because
I don't want to trip over stuff either.
Yesterday, I had to get an 8-pack of chicken thigh out of the freezer, but we only wanted 4 of them. So I
Sure.
Glad wrapped up the leftover ones. That's what I'm picturing you kind of look like.
Yeah, if you can imagine 4 massive chicken McNuggets.
Right. Why 4? Are you running 4 McNuggets?
Potentially, Keyzie, yes, I am.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Guns N' Roses there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 27 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Jase,
Yes, Keyzie.
do you ever play sports with your wife?
No.
Right, no sports whatsoever? No, okay.
She hates sport.
All sport?
Yes.
Even watching sport?
No, she doesn't mind watching it, but she hates playing it.
Okay, so the only thing you guys would compete in is probably like Scrabble you've been playing recently.
Yes.
And how does that usually turn out?
Well, here's the thing, like with regards to the Scrabble, Keyzie, she's always talked about how good she is, and all her mates, tell me about how good she is at Scrabble. Turns out I'm much better. And that I tend to dominate. But what I realised very quickly was this is kind of her thing.
Right.
And me playing the big guy and giving her an ass whooping every time probably isn't a good thing for our relationship, so I deliberately lose.
Right, okay. And then that extra thing you do of being in a hurrah of a mood afterwards,
that's
just
acting.
to sell it.
Yeah.
Man, you are a good actor.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
And like even coming in here in a bad mood as well.
Well, even me like sleeping in the spare room.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And throwing stuff around the place.
Yeah.
It's just a performance, just to sell the fact that she feels like she's totally dominated.
Right, okay, so that's how you're playing it. So,
'cause seriously, Keyzie, I would give her an absolute hiding if that was the reality. If I was playing Scrabble properly, there would be no competition. I'll just say that's just between me and you, though.
Okay, yeah, you wouldn't want that to get out. Do you use Latin words? Bet you do.
Oh, occasionally, yeah. I've got a huge vocabulary, Keyzie.
So one thing... Like my partner and I, we both like playing sports. She's a very good netballer. She's good at touch rugby and a lot of other things. She's just naturally quite coordinated, which is quite cool.
Sure.
So lately she's been playing a lot of squash, so I'll play her at squash, and that's fine. We have a lot of fun. We then played tennis on Saturday, and I realised there are certain sports that you should and shouldn't play with your partner, right?
Sure.
So with tennis, it's a game where if you can't hit the ball back over the net...
Like your unco.
Like, not like your unco. Like, let's just say you're used to playing squash, so you haven't hit a tennis ball and it's quite different and less forgiving. You could get quite frustrated because you can't even have a game.
Sure.
Right? And guess what? In this situation, I couldn't even hit the ball over the net.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, that's good. I thought you were going somewhere else there.
No. She'd hit it back every time. And then because I used to play a wee bit of tennis and I could hit it quite well. And I thought I was still at that level and I just wasn't. I'm used to playing other sports. I couldn't even hit it over the net. I was getting furious with myself and I never get angry. Jase, you'll know that. Jase?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, good. So what I had to do is I literally put my racket up to my face and said... Why are you getting angry? This is just stupid. You're just playing tennis with your wife. Why don't you have some fun?
Well, you were saying just off air before that was the fourth racket that you put up to your face because you'd smashed the other three. I was amazed you had 4 rackets.
Yeah, okay.
And I really can't visualise Keyzie smashing his tennis racket because he's getting his ass handed to him in a tennis match.
I thought you were going to make a joke about the reason the tennis racket's broke is because I put it up against my face and my nose went through the strings.
Oh, that as well.
I was like ready for it, but you didn't do it. And then I've basically put together a list of sports that we can play together where I won't get mad. In the end, we actually enjoyed ourselves. So tennis is bad because if you can't hit it back, you can't actually play the game. And also the ball can roll all the way down to the end of the tennis courts. You're in a hurrah of a mood. You have to now walk all the way down, grab the tennis ball, come all the way back. That's bad. Squash is good because you can play pretty much with yourself because you've got walls all around you. The game will keep going.
Well, you were saying the last time you played squash, you did play with yourself.
That was afterwards. So squash is good. So if you want to play one-on-one volleyball with your partner, that's a bad idea because once again, the ball has to go over and you have to be decent enough to actually hit it over for the game to happen. However, badminton, which you can do with that same net, is very forgiving because you can hit the crap out of the little shuttlecock and they can hit it and you can have a little game.
Quite a lot of emphasis on the second part of that.
Then you've got golf. Don't play a game of golf against one another. Play Ambrose as a couple against another couple. You know what I mean?
No, I've never heard of Ambrose in my life.
So Ambrose is basically where you both hit a ball and wherever the best one lands, you pick the other one up and you both hit from that spot.
Right, okay.
So it's like best ball. And so it's very forgiving. You don't get bogged down in how
But you
crap
were saying
you are.
off air before that you did that with your wife and she could only hit it like 10 metres.
Did I say that?
Yeah. And so you actually gave up on playing golf with her.
Yeah. And then I played with myself afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thanks, Jase.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Cake there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 20 minutes to 5 o'clock. Now listen, if you want to win yourself a power tool, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki, the sharpest tool in the shed. You got your tools, Keyzie?
Yeah, I've got my tools all ready to go, Jase. If you don't know how this works, we will list 10 tools. If you get through on 0800 Hodaki, you then have to remember at least 5 of those tools in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on things, but if you can get get through it, you could win a sweet Hikoki power tool. Of course, it is all thanks to our mates at Placemakers. Their Monster Tool sale is on right now. It's back. It's bigger than ever. And if you head into your local Placemakers store or jump online, you can grab yourself a deal on the best tools. And you can also get lots of prizes as well.
I'm thinking to myself, actually, Keyzie, if there's a Monster Tool sale going on, you'll get yourself some good deals there.
Absolutely.
And if you're like me and you like to you be hands-on.
Handsy, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're like sort of
hands-on, yeah.
Get yourself down and get yourself some tools.
I actually bought a tool over the weekend from Placemakers.
Did you? What did you buy?
A leaf blower. I think that counts as a power tool.
No, that doesn't count, man. That is lazy ass stuff.
Well, the reason
if you can't be bothered to sweep up your leaves, then what are you doing with your life, quite frankly? What, you just blow them? Someone with a leaf blower, that almost makes me want to deduce you, Keyzie.
Jase, I need a leaf blower because there's this particular tree with lots of leaves that drops them and then the water builds up when it rains and then it starts to flood around my house and I've cleared it a million times with a rake, mind you, not a sweeper, a broom. And I've just decided I'm sick of it. I want a leaf blower. Yeah. So have you got your tools ready to go? You ready to play?
Yeah, mate, I'm good to go. Who are we going with here?
We are going to go for a lucky dip.
No, it's Blair, I think. Blair, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, I'm good, fellas. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust, Blair?
Self-employed, fellas.
Backbone.
What does your business do, Blair?
I do wood engraving and lasering and...
Oh, cool. What's the name of the business?
It's called House of Holland's Laser Engraving.
Oh, there you go, Blair. That's awesome, mate.
That's massive backbone stuff. I'm loving it. So you'd love some power tools, wouldn't you, Blair?
Yeah, absolutely, fellas.
Okay, mate. Well, we're going to list off 10 of them. You just have to remember 5 and 10 seconds. You ready to go?
Yep, ready to go.
Here we go, Blair. I'll start us off. Bolt bong.
Ball peen hammer.
Shaft slide.
Sledgehammer.
Durry crusher.
Claw hammer.
Donkey punch.
MC hammer.
Scrote clamp.
Getting hammered. All right, Blair, your time starts now.
We got ball peen hammer, sledgehammer, claw hammer. It was a bolt bong, and you had a durry cruncher.
Yeah! Just in the nick of time there. It's actually a durry crusher, but cruncher, I'll take cruncher.
Absolutely.
Blair.
Congratulations, Blair, mate. You've won yourself a sweet Hikoki power tool.
Oh, thanks, man. That's awesome.
What specifically, Keyzie?
Tell me, Blair, would you rather an impact drill driver, cordless of course, or a laminate trimmer?
Ooh, that's a hard one, fellas.
Or an orbital sander?
Maybe a laminate trimmer.
Okay, a laminate trimmer. Yeah. You are getting Hikoki, all thanks to our mates at Placemakers. Good work, Blair, you mad bastard.
Yeah, thanks, fellas.
Good on you, mate. Stay on the line and our mate Pugs will look after you.
Yeah.
I tell you what, your tools are a bit silly there, Keyzie. This is a serious business.
Why did all the hammers?
We're giving away proper tools here.
You did a bong. That's not a hammer.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
have you never heard of a bolt bong?
No, what is that?
I'll show you a few pics just to give you an idea.
Sweet.
Yeah. Oh, tune, a bit of Tame Impala.
Oh, yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Aerosmith there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. No Mogi today. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. Well, not hopefully. He will be back tomorrow, barring any, illness or something like that.
No, he's not sick, Jase.
No, I know he's not sick. I'm
He'll
just
be
saying
okay.
barring something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just think even saying barring illness is going to make it come on, so I just don't even want to say anything.
Actually, you're sounding a bit coldy. You all right, Keyzie?
Really?
Yeah, or just a bit nasally.
Well, isn't that what I always sound like, though?
But just a little bit more than normal, that's all I'm saying.
Well, to be honest, Jase, as you well know, I've got 3 podcasts. I've done a podcast, a radio show today, then I'm going to do another one. So my voice is actually feeling the burn, actually.
Yeah, I know what you mean, quite seriously.
Yeah.
I know you're doing your gaming podcast today. You want to get me on as a guest? I can carry you through the gaming podcast.
No, I'm good, thank you. Do you have any advice for anything I can suck on to fix my throat?
Yes. Hey, after 6 o'clock, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue? But it won't be.
Nah, it'll be with me.
With me, Keyzie, and me, Hoity J.
That's right. And also everyone's favourite segment, What's for Tea New Zealand, with me, Keyzie. So text through. Text through what you're having on 3483 for dinner tonight. Say who you are, where you're texting from as well. We've got $50 night and day vouchers to give away. That is What's for Tea with me.
So good, man.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Monday's going along very nicely indeed. No Mogi today. He'll be back tomorrow. That's the good news.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
By the way, Jase, have you heard about the old milk bar card?
Yeah, probably about 50 times.
Basically, if you don't know what it is, if you go to Night and Day, you can get 5 thick shakes and your 6th will be free. You just grab a milk bar card and get a stamp every time.
So good, isn't it?
It is bloody good.
Free thick shake.
Yeah.
Super thick shake, if you're like me.
Yes, because you can suck way harder than anyone else.
Oh, yeah,
bet.
I suck hard.
You suck the hardest.
Yeah, I suck hard.
You massively suck.
Hey, now listen, the podcast outro today, which is a bonus podcast we do outside of the radio show.
Would you say it's behind the scenes?
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, okay. That's probably how I'd describe it.
I'd say it's slightly R18. Are you taking the piss, Keyzie?
Well, you know how you've
My
heard...
God, I am going to give you a slapping.
Jay, you know how you said you've heard the milk bar card thing about 50 times?
Yes.
I've heard
Well, I
this one.
try and change it up sometimes, and then I just can't be asked.
Nah, man,
you know
it's
what I'm
good.
saying? Today, we had Pugsan.
Yeah.
Pugsan in with us.
And as he does whenever he enters any room, he makes everything about himself. So here is a clip from today's one.
I've never had a filling.
Oh, really?
Or anything like that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. I had braces.
You had braces?
Little kid pugs.
It's not too late for you, Jase.
Hey, you'll need them. Hey.
That was a bit harsh, Keyzie. What was the snickering about, mate?
Well, I'm pretty sure there was
geez.
2 people snickering there.
Actually, I'm quite curious about little Pugsan. Like I was.
Yeah, if we could.
Like I was curious about little Keyzie.
Well, let's focus. I reckon we've got everything we need out of little Keyzie. I reckon we move over to little kid Pugsan.
Yeah, I think so. Let's focus on little Pugsan.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, coming up next, by the way, is What's for Tea New Zealand with me. Easy, bub. So tell us what's on the dinner plate tonight, New Zealand, and we'll get into that next.
Yeah, text us 3483, $50 night and day vouchers. So get stuck in. What's this, Jase? What song's this?
Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Pixies there on the radio.
Pixies.
The Pixies there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Before we get into What's for Tea with me, Keyzie, just had a fascinating cereal chat, didn't we, fellas?
We certainly did.
Well, I say fellas, Pugs is in Studio B.
Yeah,
but
so you can't hear anything.
yeah.
We did have a cereal chat. I just came to the revelation that I could really go for a bowl of crunchy nut cornflakes right now.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, I often have a cereal craving at the end of the night. And what I mean by that is like a pile of cornflakes just with crap loads of sugar on it.
Have you ever had, and this is something my nana introduced me to, ice cream, so like a scoop of vanilla ice cream in a bowl with a wee bit of milk and crunchy nut cornflakes?
Yes, but without the milk.
You probably don't need the milk, actually. How delicious is that?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So good.
Hey,
What?
but right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
I'm having homemade burgers. All right?
Beef?
Yes.
Have you ever had chicken homemade burgers? That's what I prefer.
Obviously, Keyzie. God.
And when you do,
What
you
sort
use...
of question is that?
do
Have
you
you ever
use-
had a homemade chicken burger? Of course I have.
Do you use thigh or breast?
I use a schnitzel.
Oh, why not thigh and crumb
Breast-
the thigh?
A breast is too thick for...
No, I know. That's because I'm a thigh guy. And so you have a thigh, you flatten it out, and you can get like almost 2 patties out of it. Too juicy, yeah. Just a wee tip, put some panko breadcrumbs on it.
Panko.
Panko? How do you say it? Panko.
Yeah, panko. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, cool. Tonight, and this is genuine, we've got...
Pork mince?
well, this is the issue we're having is my wife now is like, can you not tell Jase whenever we're having pork mince? Because he thinks all we eat is pork mince. And it's just whenever we're having food bag or HelloFresh or whatever it might be, we always get like a Vietnamese taco or something.
Yes.
That has delicious pork mince in it.
Look, we used to do the same thing, and pork mince featured heavily.
It does feature heavily. Tonight we're having Japanese tacos featuring pork mince.
Yeah, good.
Yes, I can't wait for that. Hey, lots of texts coming in on 3483, so all these people are in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher. What about this one here? Jase, get a load of this one. Get around this one, right? Homemade pizzas, baby.
Love me a homemade pizza.
You make the base yourself?
Yeah, make the base myself.
Too much
Absolutely.
happen.
Make my own sauce, everything.
How do you...
And I would say restaurant quality pizzas, actually.
How?
My homemade ones.
What do you set the oven to? Or do you have a pizza oven?
I go very hot.
The highest temperature?
Pretty hot, and I shove it in there, and she just puffs up beautifully.
Do you have a pizza stone that you heat up underneath it?
I used to, but then my daughter had a party and rooted it. I mean, she broke it.
Right, yeah, cool. G'day, Ben Drever here, having a whole heap of Dad's homemade yogurt and heaps of Special K for dinner. So that's cereal, that's delicious.
Oh.
What?
Jeez, man.
What? Special K with yogurt was like my go-to cereal back in the day. I used to love it. G'day, guys. Sausages, cucumbers, eggplant with cheese and tuna-flavoured mayo on top. It's just me, or does that sound disgusting?
Yeah, it sounds disgusting.
Whoever
right?
that is, throw it in
Did
the
you ever
bin.
make your own yogurt? Because we went through that sort of...
Yes.
We went... Don't look at me like that, Pugs. We went, with a yo plate, whatever it was, and you'd get the container and shake it up. That was actually pretty bloody good. I don't know why we ever stopped it.
We had a yogurt maker. We've got Lucy, my wife, went through a phase of buying these yogurt powders. You can make your own yogurt and you save yourself money, yeah.
Exactly.
And then we made a few yogurts. They're yummy, but we just realised we didn't even eat that much yogurt, and so we had all this yogurt.
Yeah,
it's like, what are we going to do with all this yogurt, guys? You know what I mean, man?
Yeah, totally.
Here's one last one on What's for Tea New Zealand with me, Keyzie. G'day, fellas. Currently walking the dog while Junior is at dance class, so might just stop off at the Boozer for a liquid dinner. My favourite, that's from Paul and Tamaki Makoto.
Yeah, great stuff, mate. Great stuff.
So good. Hey, guess what's up next, Jase?
What's on the TV with Mike Minogue?
Yep.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Gorillas there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, but right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. I feel like you're not taking this seriously anymore, Keyzie.
Jase, I actually am.
You're actually taking the piss, and I find it offensive, quite frankly. This is a serious part of the show. People tune in specifically for this part of the show.
I know.
And you're absolutely taking the piss.
You're
getting us off to a bad start, Keyzie.
I feel like we're just getting bogged down here. I actually did some serious What's on Telly with Mike Minogue work over the weekend.
Yes, good.
I watched the first June movie Saturday night.
Oh, good.
Just me.
Seriously, I was absolutely stunned when I found out that you and Pugsan hadn't watched the first June. It's been out forever.
Yeah.
And I would have thought for both of you, genuinely,
absolutely,
that it was top of the list, big tick. As soon as it's out, I'm seeing that bastard.
Because June, the novel was written in like the 50s or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah, and so I think it's just something that completely skipped over my entire childhood / teenage years as something you'd get into. Because I know they made a movie in the 80s, right? Sting was in it.
Yes.
I think David Lynch or someone made it. It's just something that completely skipped me by. It came out in the movies. I was like, I don't even know what that is. I don't care. And then you guys said to watch it. And I think the best thing I did was I watched it 9 o'clock Saturday night. My wife went to bed. I had 3D headphones on. I was sitting in front of my massive TV. And I just had it cranked up in my headphones. And also, I knew nothing about the world or the premise or anything. And so it was just this massive learning moment for me. And I said this to Pugs. The use of scale...
Yes.
And sound, and then silence. Like one of the most poignant moments in the whole thing was when that little hunter thing comes through that hole in his wall, floats through.
Yes.
And compared to all the massive ships and the scale of everything else, I was like, that's very powerful stuff. The sound effects, the visual effects, so good. The story's so good. I said to Pugs, I'm going to watch the first one tonight again before we watch the second one tomorrow.
Well, I was meaning more along the lines of, in terms of you and Pugsan, the sort of dweeby sci-fi nature of it, and the sort of gaming attitude. But yes, look, as I say, visually stunning.
Incredible.
And I can imagine, because I didn't have my skull candies on or anything when I watched it, but I've watched it twice, and I actually, weirdly enough, enjoyed it more the second time.
Well, the world building is akin to something like Tolkien or George R.R. Martin, Game of Thrones style stuff, there's so many layers that I can see how you would enjoy that.
There's parts of it I found, I don't know if you found this, I'm going to talk to Pugs about it later on. There was a little touch of Buzzy Island 5 about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I got Buzzy Island 5 vibes from.
Oh, from in a gaming aspect.
Yeah, from the gaming aspect.
Well, I think that, obviously it was one of the sort of inspirations for the developers at Buzzy Island 5. There was a lot of Dune action, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Especially when the massive Buzzy spacecraft came down.
And I'm saddened too by the fact that you and Pugson are going to the movie tomorrow night.
Yeah, without you, but it's a late showing.
But it was a late showing, and I would have got home 11:30, quarter to 12 by the time that bastard finished. And I'm an old man now.
That's all right, mate. And the other thing that's a bit of an issue too is we got free tickets, which is great. But you're not allowed them for IMAX or any of the fancy cinemas.
Right.
So we're going to a bog standard showing. But to be honest, I cannot wait. I'm going to watch the first one again. If you haven't seen it, but you like Lord of the Rings, you like Star Wars or anything like that, see June and then go see the second one at the movies.
For sure. Very quickly, I watched Country Calendar.
Oh, you're such a loser. Good episode?
No, it was tedious, man. Something about chestnuts. Diversifying and all that sort of jazz.
Oh.
But I thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Garbage there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. And the Comedy Festival. Keyzie starting off. And really exciting news on that front. There's going to be international acts, of course, thousands of great local acts as well. But also Keyzie is doing another gig for the Comedy Festival.
Well,
and old Mogi is doing one as well. He's decided to give it a bit of a crack. And just quietly between me and you, Keyzie, old Pugsan was saying to me the other day, he's quietly interested in doing a bit of stand-up himself.
Right.
Can you imagine Pugsan? He would be sensationally good.
Oh, he would.
He said he's going to do it. He'd like to do like a 10, 15-minute set, so we're going to get that organised as well.
Right, okay. Well, I haven't been privy to any of these emails. You've obviously been privy to because...
Oh, no, this wasn't an email. It's when Pugs and I went out for dinner the other night.
Oh, right. And okay. Well, honestly, if Pugsan was making his debut, I'd be massively up for that. In fact, I've already made my debut at last year's Comedy Festival. I'm willing to sacrifice my spot to give him more time.
Oh, no, look, people loved your puns and stuff, Keyzie, and I reckon that'll be really, really good. I mean, here's the deal. Here's the deal, the Comedy Festival. If Pugsan does a 10-minute set, Hoity J will make his long-awaited comeback. Well, how's that for a deal, mate? Okay,
because just what I've heard, the whispers I've heard is that might be happening anyway. But I'm keen to add Pugsan into the mix.
Hey, now listen, what do we need to do if we want to get tickets early? Because they often sell out, Keyzie.
You did right, Jase. The 31st New Zealand International Comedy Festival, it is back this May with Best Foods Mayo, and this year Hodaki is actually the proud presenting partner.
Yeah, great.
So we're best mates. There will be a Hodaki live show at some point. What shape or size or fashion is still currently in the works, although I'm keen for this whole Pugs thing. And it's 3 works bursting with unparalleled hilarity, Hoity J, and unforgettable live comedy.
Well, how about this? A big show comedy night. Hoity J kicking us off, getting us off to a good start.
Well, you'd be the headliner, wouldn't you?
No. Hoity J, then Keyzie comes in, just sort of get you out of the way early.
Yeah.
And then Mogi comes in after you.
Yeah.
And the feature act making his international debut, Pugsan.
An hour of Pugsan.
Pugsan.
And
he does 45 minutes.
Oh, well, look, I'm keen for that. I'll put that suggestion forward at our next meeting. But if you are keen for tickets, comedyfestival.co.nz, the full program is up there. And, of course, we're going to have plenty of tickets to give away over the coming sort of month or so in New Zealand.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
So get stuck into it. And Pugs, start working on that set, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's a Monday show done and dusted. Mogi, of course, back tomorrow. What are your plans tonight, Keyzie? Oh, you got to go and do another podcast, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to go do my gaming podcast straight after this. I've already done Mad Monday, the NRL podcast as well. So I'm pretty talked out, if you know what I mean, Jase.
Yeah, sure, I do know what you mean.
When does the last time you were talked out like a big day at Dog Squad?
Yeah, most days I'm talked out.
Right.
You know, when you've been doing it as long as I have, Keyzie, you get sick of the sound of your own voice, quite frankly. I know you haven't reached that point yet, but certainly I have.
Well, you don't have to talk so much. Like, if you even dial it back, I mean, I'd certainly be a fan of that.
I was actually referring to your voice in that particular, but no, I certainly do. That's why when I leave the radio show, I don't talk at all to anyone at all.
Oh, is that why you're really rude in the office and that? Cause just to preserve the voice.
Yeah, just to look after the voice. Yeah.
Okay.
So what? Are we walking back to the car park together, or are you going to leave a little bit? Yeah.
No, I'll go with you to the car park. My wife's going to come as well, so that'll be nice and exciting. And then do the podcast, and we're going to watch June 2 tomorrow. Me and Pugs at the theatre. I might even watch the first one again, even though I watched it on Saturday.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Yeah, what about you?
Probably go home, go to the gym, throw some tin around. It's been a little while. I haven't been to the gym for 6 hours. Have some protein. Probably have a game of Scrabble with my wife. Make love.
Lose, then be in a hurriva mood and not make love.
Sleep in the spare room. Watch a bit of TV. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show today. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Until then, see you later.
Bye.